Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. Here we are, the last session of 2022. I wanted to reflect in this session. I wanted to reflect on the things that I have learned about my sexuality in 2022. You may think, as an expert, I don't learn anything. Not true. If we don't pay attention, if we don't reflect what our experience have been and looking for lessons in them, we will miss out on learning. So I'm going to share my learning experiences with you. So the first thing I learned about my sexuality is that I get cranky when I'm not having sex. I actually thought, and this is not easy for me to admit because I thought I should be above this. Since I'm an expert in human sexuality, I should know what I have to do. And, masturbate, be patient, actually pay some attention to the missing physical contact that I was having and really take care of it. Now, I didn't do any of that for a long time, and then I realized I was cranky, and what really made me become aware of what was going on is when I was hanging out with my gay boyfriends and they were telling me about their escapades, their sexual escapades, and I had to tell them, you know what, I can't hear this right now because it's just, talking to somebody who's really, really starving about the meal that they had. It's just, I just couldn't take it. So I finally used my crankiness and got motivated and really put the effort out there, put it request out into the universe, and just really clearly ask for what I want, which is making a connection with a beautiful woman that is kind and sweet and is willing and able and capable. So it was not an easy thing to admit because they told me, my friends told me that I've been nicer since that happened. And of course that is hard to hear because I want to be nice all the time. But I did not recognize the importance of physical contact to my emotional well-being. But now I know I have an example of it. So that was my first lesson for 2022. The second thing I've learned, and this is I was really, really surprised. The second thing I've learned is that masturbation is great, but it really loses its primary position when you do have a lover. Masturbation is the only tool for self-awareness. It teaches you about what you like. It teaches you how to pleasure yourself. It teaches you self-awareness. It is truly one of the amazing, amazing tools. It also keeps you sane when you don't have a lover, when you're single and you're by yourself. Like, it saved me for a long, long time. But what happened is, and this really surprised me, is when I got together with my current lover, there's some distance between us, so we don't get to see each other every week. So we got together, had a wonderful time, then she leaves or I leave, and then I'm by myself, so I masturbated quite a bit in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, it just didn't do it anymore. I got frustrated with it because I'm like, well, this is not what I want. I want her body. I want her to do the things to me that I'm doing to myself right now. So it lost its position. And I never thought masturbation would do that, but it can actually do that, where you say, you know what, I don't want to masturbate. I want to have the real thing. And I've heard this before many, many times, and I've experienced it now. So this is a lesson very well received because masturbation has a purpose, an undeniable purpose. But there's times it just doesn't do it. And the third lesson, which is a huge one, which I never saw coming, is that I recognize the physical benefits of monogamy. In my life, I've had opportunities to have different kinds of structures in relationships. Most of them were monogamous relationships. There was an open relationship. I had a polyamorous relationship, and there was also non-monogamy, in secret with affairs. So I've experienced that too. And I only I've always been someone to be monogamous in a relationship because I thought I was looking at all the emotional benefits it offered. You know, safety, assurance, commitment, love. And I did not know about the physical benefits of it. So now what I'm learning is that when I was single before, I had multiple lovers at a time, I really never gave 100% of my attention to my lovers because I didn't push myself. Let's say we've had some kind of a situation when we were having sex that was supposed to push me into a little discomfort where I can learn, where we can grow, and where we can communicate. I didn't do any of that because that was obviously work, and I didn't have to do that because I had another lover where I didn't have to do that. So my lovers never got 100% of me, and I didn't get 100% of them because they did the same thing on their side too. Now, when you're monogamous, you can actually have that physical benefit where you can pour all your expertise, your desires, your intention, and your focus onto the person that is there with you in this relationship. And you can create something absolutely beautiful. That is a sexual connection within that relationship that is solid, that is exciting, that grows, and that gets 100% of each other. So monogamy offers, besides emotional benefits, I've learned it offers physical benefits that are amazing. So I'm really excited about that. So these are the things that I have learned about my ever-evolving, beautiful, and complex, and surprising sexuality. I wanted to share this with you. Yes, I'm a clinical sexologist, and I have studied human sexuality for 20 years now, but I'm also human, and I'm lazy, just like everyone else, and I don't want to learn sometimes. I don't want to get into uncomfortable situation because I just don't want to do it. So I wanted to share my learnings with you, and I want to continue doing that with starting next Tuesday, when I am taking you all and whoever wants to come along. It's a free program. Every first Tuesday of the month, we're going to be working on our unified goal of having healthy sex in 2023. Please check out the video that I have posted here so you can get some details on it, and then come and join us. You know, I am doing this with you and for you, and I'm excited for 2023 because I'm going to put my focus on healthy sex. I hope you will too. Happy New Year.